All right, 1 second. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, mic check. Can you all hear me? If anyone is watching on YouTube, it'd be nice if anyone can tell me if they can hear me as well. Alright. What did Mike do? Look, you guys are spelling Mike wrong. Mike is spelled M-Y-K-E. That's just a unique way that I have a spelling Mike because of the way my name is. Alright. So it's not a gauntlet match per se, but it's a scrimmage. We got 4 players that are going to be playing today. SV versus Scooty, Wallbant versus Ansel. That's correct, Galaxy Biscuit. M-Y-K-E. Alright. Things look pretty good so far. Today's gauntlet match, and I'm done with some stuff. I'll be making a couple of announcements. Best thing about it, like, holy cow, I deep cleaned my room, like my closet. It's so freaking so nice. But yeah, room has been deep cleaned. It just feels weird looking around and just seeing everything in place. Like even in my closet's completely organized. It's just a nice feeling. Like I felt like I decluttered a big part of my life. Right, maybe over exaggerating there a little bit, but I'm sure you guys get it. Also, with regards to the graphic that is currently on, sorry, been getting some messages. Dude. The freaking graphic with the players wearing their jersey. I mean, this isn't going to be the final iteration of these graphics, but you can't tell me that does look pretty cool. Like, oh man. I took Ansel's picture in a different spot in the convention center, so his lighting is just different. Oh man, I can't wait for all the other cool graphics I have planned of the pictures that I took. And of course, people can submit more pictures. But holy freaking cow, dude. It goes so hard. I'm so happy, man. Wallbant, if you could joined the what's it called? The Max Up Club room. Hopefully stuff still works. And of course, we'll get Ansel in here shortly. All right. With luck, I might be able to host 2 more scrimmages. If we can find more players. One on Wednesday, one on Thursday. Next Wednesday and Thursday. And then... those would be the final stuffs, man. Alright, sweet. So we got Wallband in here. And we're just waiting on Ansel. Ansel says he needs 3 more minutes. So, you guys can have a look at a Wallband warming up. Yeah, I don't know what the heck Blue Scooty has been on. I also think that's kind of crazy. Blue Scooty got crashed before Fractal. Wait. Yo! Hold on a second. Maybe it might be time to shoot Carl Joss the DM. See how crazy the world record chat is going in as CTM. That is freaking ridiculous. Wasn't there a game crash document? Could have sworn there's a game crash document. Ah, here it is. What the freak? Okay. I'm probably gonna have to talk to Hydrant about that. But we'll be getting started soon. Ansel had last minute guests come over, so just giving Wallbant more of a time to warm up. Watch this. Wallbant's about to get a 1.6 from a 29 start. Imagine. That'd actually be crazy. Yes. Sonic. Definitely, just got one more thing that needs to be done, and then we are good to go. No, you're all good, Ansel. I mean, this is Scrimmage, so there's no penalties or anything like that. Oh, you're doing stream instead of Max Out Club. 1 second. That's why I said make sure you're in the same room. I mean, if Max Out Club doesn't work, then I can, I have the stuff for the yes, I do have stuff for stream. Sheesh. We'll be using Max Up Club for this one. Trey did redo the certification. Wallbant is ready. Yes, the curse thing. Yeah, Wallbant, are you going to SPS? Yeah. That's right, we're gonna be getting we're gonna be getting the gauntlet droughts again. Oh no, not too many people missed that. Oh my freaking gosh, dude. Look at that. All right. Wait, Wallbant, did you say... Okay, yes, SPS? My bad, that's on me. There's your seed, 7B, 1E, 6B. All right, thank you all for being patient. Appreciate it. Let me do a little something real quick. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost back. Welcome back to a classic Tetris Gauntlet match. As a matter of fact, this is a scrimmage. We have two players from both the Grandmasters and the Sparks Aminos here today. We're gonna be playing each other just to, you know, fill each other out before we get things started in the second half of the season. We do have a ready from Ansel, and looks like we have a ready from Wallbant. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Now you can see we do have same piece sets. So both players are going to be dealing with the same pieces, whether it be droughts of plenty or long bars in abundance. And the first Tetris of the game is scored by Ansel. Wallbant follows up with one of his own. Get Ansel a little bit more in frame. Now, the biggest thing is that both these players made it into the C2WC bracket. Wallbant had to go up against Miles, Ansel up against Asian. And since then, a lot has changed between these two. Ansel has gotten more consistent and, of course, has been developing Tetris Fish, which, if you haven't had a chance to check it out, do check it out after you're done watching these awesome matches. That being said, separated by 5 points in Wallbant's favor as both players off to a flawless start. However, it looks like Ansel is going to have to commit to a certain amount of burns. Pieces weren't necessarily the most ideal. Tetris is scored for Wallbant, Tetris is scored for Ansel. 140 to now 138. Tetris scored over there for Wallbant. Ansel looking for a Z or T piece. Either or would be great. There's the Z piece. Still needs a couple more. Like that burn, the T piece is going to flip the dependency, or rather open it up. Nice adjustment to accommodate for that S. Wallbant is a J piece or an I piece away from being Tetris ready. Or not Wallbant, Ansel. Both players, or Wallbant now trying to get set up for a Tetris. Ansel is already Tetris ready. Nice set of burns over here. There it is. Tetris for Ansel. Starting to claw back at this lead that Wallbant was able to build up. It's not a gigantic lead. There's only 2 Tetrises, but Wallbant's being forced to take quite a few burns here as we run into, guess what, another drought. Not a big one. Tetris for Ansel. We're separated by half a Tetris. Wallbant knocks one down, and so does Ansel. 221,000 to 220. Nice adjustment over there from Ansel. Just 1 or 2 Minos shy of being Tetris ready, but is now set up. Great set of tucks over here from Wallbant. There it is. Ansel knocks down Tetris, and so does Wallbant. Wallbant currently in the lead by 1 Tetris. Both players knock down Tetris. Pristine stacks, very clean, and they're Tetris ready again. Touches over there from Ansel. Creates a long bar dependency, and both players kind of misdropping off of similar pieces. Wallbant deciding to get Tetris ready utilizing that I piece. Would love to get a L piece. L piece would be perfect here. There's a Tetris though, and burns are going to be forced. 341 for Wallbant, 337 for Ansel. Make that 360 after adding a Tetris. There it is, another Tetris over here for Ansel. Goes up to 383. Wallbant does get the well open. Now Tetris ready. As both players are pretty close in sequence, so there really isn't a distinct advantage that you can do by screen looking. It does appear we're running into a drought. A triple is burned over there from Ansel. Both players knock down a Tetris. Great adjustment on Ansel's part. Knocks down another one. Wallbant 1 Mino shy, but can utilize the next eyepiece. Knock down a Tetris. 412, now 435. We are almost at the 100 line mark. What a fits over there from Ansel. Knock down Tetris. We are separated by 5 points at that point in time. Ansel missing the spin. He's going to be forced to take a couple of burns here. Meanwhile, Wallbant clean stack. And Ansel goes for the triple. So Wallbant's going to take the lead. A 600k transition is possible over here for Wallbant. And Ansel, I think, can get it with perfect play. We'll have to see. 511 over here for Ansel. 505, make that 528 for Wallbant. Tetris scored over there from Ansel. What a way to start out game number 1. Both players playing 18 at such a high level. Another Tetris over here for Ansel. 557 now. Wallbant at 551. Ansel knocks down another Tetris. And yeah, one more. And Ansel will get a 600k transition. Both players actually on track for a 600k transition. Well, not Wallbant anymore. There it is. 604 transition for Ansel. Wallbant's going to transition 576 down at the transition, but is still alive. Another Tetris for Ansel is going to bring him up to 628. Wallbant with that left really built out, but is now Tetris ready. Tetris is scored over there for Wallbant. Goes to 603. Both players here on level 19. Ansel's going to have to take a double. The well does get open. Both players ascend to level 20, but a misdrop over here for Ansel. Going to be taking a couple of burns, trying to get the stack back under control, and this is a perfect opportunity for Wallbant. The board is in a pristine state, just has a J-piece dependency that needs to be dealt with to open up the well. Meanwhile, there's more than just a J-piece dependency over here for Ansel. Trying to down stack here. An L-piece would be ideal. Still looking for that L-piece. L-piece nowhere to be found. Finally gets it, but it's way too late. Wallbant knocks down another Tetris. 689 for Wallbant, a 40,000 point lead as he's looking for a J-piece, and Ansel's just looking to survive. That misdrop might be it, and Ansel's going to top out at 646. Wallbant is good for game number 1. Next seed should be 8C. We got the ready from Wallbant, and so getting in some 29 practice here. Okay, 219 at 39 lines. Some Alex T pace. Trey renewed the certificate for what's it called? For Max Out Club. All right, we got it ready from both players. let's go ahead and get them counted down. Game number 2. Wallbant currently in the lead. Let's see if Ansel can turn it around. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We're still going to aim to move to Nestor Champs by playoffs, hopefully. It just requires a lot more testing. But starting things off here, Wallbant with a clean stack. And yeah, we're running into a drought here early on. And Ansel deciding to fill in the long bar dependency first. And another misdrop over here from Ansel. It's going to cost a couple of burn lines. Tetris over here from Wallbant. Great placement over there for Ansel, actually. I like the way that was approached. Well, it gets opened up from Ansel. Tetris has scored. However, Wallbant currently in the lead. Having to take a couple of burn lines, but looks like we're good to go here. Wallbant's going to set up an overhang. Doesn't want to use the T-Tug. It's going to go for the Z spin burn. But as of the way that things stand currently, separated by 1,000 points, Wallbant, Tetris ready, and Ansel now Tetris ready. No, not quite. Now it is. Tetris scored over there from Wallbant. Ansel had to use the eyepiece for a flat burn. But still very close here. Ansel's going to be able to knock down Tetris. Wallbant has to commit at least 2 burns here, separated by 5 points. Wallbant just seems to consistently push down for 5 points. 215 now 214. Another Tetris scored over here from Ansel. Goes up to 237. Forced to take a couple of burns. And Ansel going for a column 3. Column 3 Tetris is scored, followed up by a double. And Tetris is scored over here from Wallbant. $285 to now $307. Wallbant running into a couple of tricky pieces here. Does get a J piece, now needs an I piece. Can try and convert this into a Tetris well. Looks like we are running into a drought, and this drought is not a light one. Definitely looking like we're heading straight to the Saharan desert with this one, and Ansel actually in a little bit of trouble. Does get the I piece, and great pieces help bring this down. One more eyepiece would help. Oh, no. Ansel didn't go for the burn. Eyepiece doesn't make it. That's an early top out from Ansel. It's going to top it at 294. Wallbant is good for game number 2. All right. You got it ready from Ansel. Just need it ready from Wallbant. We got it ready from Wallbant. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. We are at game number 3. Can Ansel bring things back and take game number 3 and try and start a reverse sweep? We're about to find out. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. start things off. Varying approaches. Ansel does get Tetris ready first. But both players were able to find a Tetris, however, very jagged stack over here for Wallbant. Those speeds are going to help out quite a bit. The stack has been mostly normalized. Untimely drought over there, or small drought for Ansel. Unable to get the TPs all the way over to the left. It's going to force a couple more burns. It looks like 4 burns were forced over there for Ansel. So despite having a little bit of a more efficient start, one misdrop kind of caused Ansel to lose out on the efficiency. And here, got a simul Tetris there. That one's a bit off sync. And the Vits over there from Wallbant, you can see the smile. Another Tetris is scored. There's Tetris for Ansel. 161 and now 120. Another Tetris for Ansel. We're gonna try and close the gap by 1 Tetris. .209 for Wallbant. Both players enduring a drought. Ah, yes. I know players certainly didn't miss that aspect of Gauntlet, but double long bars. Wallbant used it for 2 Tetrises. Ansel used it to fill in a long bar dependency and score Tetris. So all in all, Wallbant benefited the most from the timing of the double long bars as we run straight into another drought. Triples being forced over here on Ansel's part. Tetris is scored for Wallbant. Both players score another Tetris as well. 269 now for Ansel, 305 for Wallbant. Still holding on to a Tetris and a half lead. Looks like we might be running into a developing drought. Wallbant's definitely up higher than Ansel, and oh, that misdrop. Could that be a lethal one? Wallbant trying to survive now. Ansel, perfect opportunity to start taking the lead. Great survival. Look at the digs. Pieces are making it over to the right. One piece makes it over to the left. Needs one more, whether it's a J or an I piece. Decide. Oh, no. A little bit of an over roll on Wallbant's part. Ansel takes game number 3 as Wallbant exchanges the early top out. Right. Looks like you got it ready from both players. Get them counted down. Game number 4. We go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. The broom was taken out of Wallbant's hands and now put into Ansel's. Has an opportunity to get a reverse sweep here. But it starts by winning this game number 4. It's already won 1 game. And missed Z-spin over there from Ansel. It's already going to first a couple of extra burns. Definitely unwanted burns at that. Wallbant finally gets that eyepiece, filling in that dependency, knocks in a Tetris, and is going to hold on to an early lead. Nice spin over there on Wallbant's part. Tetris is scored for Ansel shortly after opening up the well. And looks like we are running into an early drought here. Those wells are looking mighty dry, but finally, the long bar comes. Both players are able to knock down a Tetris. Ansel still trailing by half a Tetris at this point, as Wallbant is just able to have a little bit of a better start. Tetris scored over here from Ansel. Ansel with the lead by only 5,000 points. Both players knocked down a Tetris. Wallbant and Ansel not able to utilize that first long bar for a Tetris. The second one Wallbant can. And Ansel really getting a tough sequence of pieces. Long bar dependency is created. Oh, Ansel missed opportunity for the triple. Had the right piece for a clean burnout. Just so happened to miss it. And ooh, interesting adjustment over here from Wallbant. And the S-spin too, that's going to generate some unsavory holes. $299 now for Ansel, $315 for Wallbant. And now we've gotten to a point where both players have clean stacks, definitely manageable. As Ansel trying to get built up to get Tetris ready. Wallbant looking for an eyepiece, filling that dependency on the right-hand side or left-hand side. There's Tetris over here for Ansel, 369 to now 364. And there actually isn't that much of a discrepancy in line count. So Ansel with a real-time lead here. Both players now enduring a drought. Wallbant being forced to go for a couple of skims. Eyepiece comes. A hole is generated. Another Tetris can be scored. But trying to get access to that hole is going to be a little bit of a costly endeavor. Might just have to go for the I triple at this point. Yeah, there it is. I triple is set up for row 2. 423 to now 420. Tetris for Wallbant back into the lead. As Ansel was 1 Mino shy, but not one, but 2 Mino shy, but not anymore. Knocks down a Tetris. 447 now for Ansel. 443 for Wallbant. As Wallbant opens up the well, Ansel not too happy with those placements. A lot of O's there. Wow, nice last second adjustment over there from Ansel. No, sucks you couldn't use those eyepieces for a Tetris, but the board is absolutely pristine. Wallbant having trouble finding a way to get into a scoring position. Sets up a delay burn. Beautifully done. Wow. What a play over there from Wallbant. This is not going to be a Tetris. That is going to be a triple. But all in all, Wallbant is down towards the bottom as we are getting line and line closer to the transition. One more Tetris remains possible for both players. And there it is. There's a transition. 508 for Wallbant, 533 for Ansel. Ansel needs to win this game to bring us to a decider. Left side is under control. IPO pieces are making their mark over there. Wallbant had to fill in the long bar dependency, so cost the utilization of an eyepiece, and now is going to need another one to navigate through this. There's an eyepiece that's going to be a split triple, as Ansel is also having to do some burning. Would love to get a J piece, gets an eyepiece instead, and misdrops the eyepiece. Ansel now could potentially be in dire straits. Eyepiece makes it over, knocks down a Tetris, and Wallbant scores one as well. 573 to now 590. Wallbant is clean, Tetris ready, knocks down a Tetris into the lead, actually. As Ansel is just trying to get the board back under control. Not in a scoring position. Ansel just shy of being able to get built up off of this. Could try and go for row 2. As Wallbant's now scoring Tetrises. There's another one added to Wallbant's score. Ansel, yeah, gonna commit to the row 2 here. Tetris ready, and Tetris is scored. 630 and now 657. Wallbant in the lead by 27,000 points. And an opportunity has been presented to Wallbant, or not for Wallbant, but for Ansel to burn out, and now back to the right-hand side. Wallbant does have an opportunity to score Tetris. If the long bar does come, T-spin is hit. Well is reopened. And a Tetris is scored. 695 for Wallbant following a misdrop with that T-piece. Ansel now has the opportunity to take advantage. Nice burns over here from Wallbant. Ansel, 3 long bars. Not a single one of them could be used for a Tetris. But Wallbant just a couple steps away from being able to score Tetrises here. Can't set up for a column. 9 is set up. As Ansel knocked down a Tetris. Separated by 900 points at that point in time. Tetris over there for Ansel. And there was a Tetris for Wallbant. 736 and now 741. Both players are clean. Tetris for Wallbant. Back into the lead by 1 Tetris. However, Ansel closes the gap, knocking down a Tetris here on level 25. 768 to now 773. And, a couple of tricky pieces over here from Ansel. Tetris is scored from Wallbant. Beautiful delay burn. And the spin to hit. Spin was hit over there from Ansel as well. Tetris over here for Wallbant. Now up to a 2 Tetris lead. Ansel knocks in a Tetris. 809 to now 871. Wallbant looking to put this away here and now as we get closer and closer to the level 29 transition. Both of these players are rollers, so they can play at that speed. So it could be a battle of chicken, could be a battle of endurance. We're going to have to find out. 941 now for Wallbant. Another Tetris for Ansel goes up to 879. Another Tetris score for Wallbant goes up to 976. One more Tetris left for both players until level 29. Wallbant doesn't get it. Opens up with a center well. Needs the long bar. Needs it now. Already has the max out. Gets an eyepiece. Holy cow. Can Wallbant actually survive this? No freaking way. Needs to get a piece to the left in the hang. That's going to do it. Wallbant tops at 1,021,000. Ansel, you need 1,022,000. No, Wallbant can sit and do in his watch. Ansel, couple of misdrops. That left side is a massive concern. And piece doesn't make it over. Ansel's gonna top it at 930. What a game 4 that was. But Wallbant's gonna be the one to come out on top of that. However, great gameplay by both, and it doesn't affect their stats, doesn't affect the team's season record. But these scrimmages are an opportunity for players to kind of get used or get back into the Gauntlet environment. Either way, Wallbant takes another match, adds it to his record. Well, overall match record, not the Gauntlet match record. We're gonna get things set up for our our final match between SV and your current world record holder. if I'm not mistaken, at least the first person to crash the game, Blue Scooty. So everyone, stay tuned as we get that match underway shortly. Dude, I love the freaking graphic, man. Okay, but it does look like, stuff... Okay. I'll just need to figure out a couple more things. But, yeah, we just need, SV and Blue Scooty to, SV and Blue Scooty to join the room. We'll be good to go. Gives me an idea of what I need to do. Man, it's freaking solid though. We do have SV in now. Yes, you are, Scooty. Oh shoot, I forgot. Got Mexico was kind of finicky with Scooty. So, worst case scenario. Yep, thought so. We'll just do a traditional restream. So yeah, I had to remember. So SV, if you could just go live on like on Twitch. What? Twitch broken. Right, hold on 1 second. Oh, okay. That fixes it. And then that's the meshes. There we go. Alright, let me get you guys your seed. Seed is 1E59D5. So we have it ready from both players. We're good to go. Of course, 39 super kill screen. All right, we got it ready from both players. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Blue Scooty versus SV, the captain of the Grandmasters versus the captain of the Sparks Aminos. You guys are getting an early rematch because you're going to see these two play each other once again whenever all teams have to rematch against each other. Of course, they're kind of on two opposite sides of the spectrum. The Sparks Aminos got off to a slow start this season, and the Grandmasters have been strong ever since under the new leadership of SV. SV goes for the tuck there. This particular matchup is going to be very interesting because you can argue that these are two of the most aggressive players, or rather aggressive captains here in Gauntlet. Nice setup over here from SV, split double as both players are waiting on this long bar. And Scooty off to definitely a slower start than he would like. Long bar's going to help. Tetris isn't going to be scored though. Going to be looking for an eyepiece. Actually, a dirty Tetris can be scored, but the eyepiece comes soon enough, and that's a big RNG compliant if. When eyepiece comes, couldn't use it for a Tetris, but can use the next one. SV is off to a really strong start here. 131,000 now, 71,000, and SV goes for the bits. The eyepiece comes, so it's going to be perfectly fine. Tetris just scored. Long bar dependency not going to be created. Potentially thought that SV might have gone for a intentional long bar dependency creation there. That was one that was set up. Blue Scooty has got the will under control. But as of the way things stands, nice adjustments over there from SV. Initially set up a T-spin, but then went for the JD spin. 222,000 for SV. Scuti at 200, or not 200, 144,000. That misdrop gonna cause a little bit of a shakeup here. Scuti once again gonna be trying to survive. Gets the well open though. A little bit of a scare there. Tuck that L piece, gonna go take the triple, just bring the stack down. Those tucks are gonna play just out perfectly. Scooty survives, knocks in a Tetris, and follows up with another one. 201 for Scooty, 252 for SV, waiting patiently on the long bar. There it is, Tetris scored over there from SV, and another one. Still a 96,000 point lead for SV here, 298,000. As Scooty is at 204. There's Tetris over here for SV, 321 to now 249. Scooty has gotten the board under control once again, and is definitely looking to sustain that control, as we are roughly 50 lines away from the transition to level 19. SV, nice placements. Just gonna knock down a Tetris. Just really strong game right out the gate here. One thing that's going to make the Grandmasters a terrifying force coming into this upcoming season is that I know for a fact that SV does film. He's watched every single match that the Grandmasters have played, and they're going to try and keep this flawless win streak for as long as possible. Tetris has scored. Small misdrop on SV's part. Scooty is trying to close the gap and has done so by a pretty decent margin. I'm not entirely sure what SV has planned for this stack here. Not going to go for the I spin there. Going to instead execute the tuck. And looks like soon we will be heading into that level 19 transition. SV with the aggression here. Beautiful T-flat burn. Dirty Tetris. Going to still hold on to this lead for a little while longer. We are closing in towards the transition. SV still playing aggressive here. Tetris ready though. And the Tetris has scored, taking back the lead. 504 to now 502. Scooty has made a complete comeback. There's only 4 lines ahead of SV. And Scooty is going to transition 526. SV at 505. One more Tetris remains. And SV transitions 530, still ahead of Scooty, and now having to get the board under control, potentially going to set up for a left, or not a left wall, a center wall Tetris. Center wall Tetris has scored and can now go almost back to the right side. Scooty at 599, trying to run away with the newfound momentum gained during the post-transition. Nice tuck over there for SV. Set up for the center wall, looking for the long bar. Long bar found. Both players knocked down a Tetris. 584 to now 655. SV getting set up for another Tetris here. Scooty on an absolute tear. Level ahead of SV, but at 709,000, so it's definitely bringing the efficiency. There's another Tetris for SV. Goes up to 674. Set up for another column 4. Trying to avoid creating a long bar dependency, but is now being forced to do more burns. Scooty has now successfully built up 100,000 point lead as SV struggles to get the well open. Center well is open. Long bar wanted. Long bar found. Tetris for SV, and it's set up for another Tetris for SV. And is SV going to go for a third one? Yes, SV is, and SV finds it. 767 and now 807. And just like that, the gap has been mostly closed. Great overhang for the tuck. Going to set up a delayed burn too. SV will like one more eyepiece and finds it as well. What a play over there from SV. Just a way to find efficiency despite having an unorthodox well. Unfortunately, those pieces were a bit unorthodox, and SV is back in a burn. But Scooty, long bar dependent now. Sets up a delayed burn. Long bar came after the burn. And now Scooty's being forced to burn. As SV can get out of this fast and might be able to be in a position to capitalize. SV is set up for a column 3. Tetris has scored. Great pieces, actually. And SV is all the way down to the bottom. 846 and now 889. SV going for a column 8. Set up, and if the long bar comes, can get a perfect well transfer. There's the Tetris. SV 879. Blue Scooty at 905. Scooty now back in a position to score, but SV has taken the lead and is behind in lines. But remember, we still have a whole nother act to go through. Level 29 is another speed that these players can play on, and it's going to be necessary. One more Tetris left available for Scooty. SV in burn mode right now. Scooty is taking the lead back once again. Scooty goes to 29, a little bit high. SV, nice triple, followed up by a single. Tetris ready. Down by 2 Tetrises. SV in the midst of surviving. There's one Tetris score from SV. And there's another SV A04 to A04. We were separated by just a couple hundred points there. The 29 battle has begun. There's a triple for SV into the lead. However, Scooty is set up for a Tetris. Not finding the long bar just yet. SV set up for a Tetris as well. There's the center wall Tetris over there for Scooty. And there's the Tetris for SV. A60 to now A56. And Scooty is trying to get the board back under control. SV is set up for a Tetris, holding out for the long bar. Gonna take a triple, gonna split, stay disciplined. Meanwhile, Scooty just bringing the stack down. And a little bit of a misrotation over there from SV. But the survival is sublime, and SV doesn't go for the triple, goes for the Tetris instead. B15 and now A78. SV, now if a couple of holes developed on the stack, he's gonna have to bring the stack down. Stack is brought down, not gonna go for the tuck. That left side's a bit of a concern. Scooty is now set up for a column 2, holding up for the long bar. There it is, column 2 Tetris for Scooty. Back into a 1 Tetris range and now set up for another column 2, taking the lead. B68 to now B39. SB almost back in the scoring position. Oh, is SB gonna go for a center wall? SB knocks out a center wall Tetris. B82 to now B71. Scooty in the midst of down stacking. No freaking way. The survival is sublime over there from Scooty. B89 to now B86. SB set up for another Tetris. Goes for the tuck. Holding up for another long bar. Another Tetris over there for Scooty. Goes up to C33. SB still waiting on the long bar. Tetris to score. C39. SB back in the lead. Scooty now in dire straits, but is still finding ways to survive. Holding up for another set of pieces. Needs to get eyepiece over to that right-hand side. Holding up for the long bar. Oh my gosh! The set of errors from Scooty. SB, beautiful flat burn there as well, but Scooty might be topping out here. Can't find anything else. And C50 to C49. SB takes game number 1. Oh my gosh! That is what you have to look forward to this season. What a game! Neck and neck to the end. And SB was the one that come out on top. Final score, C62 to C49. Same line count, same level. But SV takes game number 1. What a game. This is what you guys are going to see in come 2024. Man, I freaking miss Gauntlet. But we do have it ready from both players. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Game number 2. Can Scooty tie this up, or will SV take another win? We're about to find out who we're going. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Wow, what a stellar game. And you know, Scooty, it was back and forth. Both players were scoring Tetrises at the same rate. We were to the point to where at the moment that Scooty topped out, SB only had a 1,000 point lead. And, you know, you do also got to give Scooty props, because that entire situation, that all stemmed from a phenomenal post-transition on Scooty's part. Scooty was able, as soon as we hit the level 19 transition, was able to just find a whole nother rhythm The rhythm that was missing on 18, the rhythm that's missing right now. Scooty already having to take some early burns as SV has knocked down a Tetris ahead of Scooty. And that hole, annoyingly on column 4, is going to force Scooty to go for a row 2. Long bar is going to be a triple, not a Tetris. But as it stems right now, both players are looking pretty clean here. Scooty, of course, maintaining the row 2. SV down at ground 0. Gonna take 2 burns there. And Tetris is scored for both players. 167 for SV, now 171 for Scooty. And at this point, Scooty's just going to continue to maintain this. No real reason to... Never mind. Scooty's going to look to burn out of this. However, this became a tad bit complicated. That overhang forced utilizing that O piece there. And yeah, Scooty back in the column 2. Was going to try and burn out, but fortunately did not find the pieces that he was looking for. And as a result, SV has actually been able to take up 1 Tetris lead. That's it. And ooh, Scooty playing a little bit with fire here. Needs to burn before he gets burned. Scooty now down stacking mode. Pieces need to make it over. Successfully gets the piece over to the right. Gonna go for the flat placement. Beautiful discipline right there. That's gonna burn out a double. Needs an L or a J. Gets the J. Follows up with an I piece. Tetris is scored from Scooty. And SV. Oh, SV also getting up a little bit high. Scooty not quite out of it yet. Looking for ideal pieces, and those pieces aren't coming. Both players having to do some degree of burning. SV opens up the well. And Scooty almost there. SV aggressive T placement, but it pays off. Tetris is scored. 281 for SV, 263 for Scooty. SV staying, or both players actually staying alive. And this is where Scooty... Never mind, the Tetris is scored. Going to try and keep up with SV as much as possible. Both players knocked down Tetris's 349 and now 316. SV with a Tetris and a half lead, but is also behind in line. So could have a little bit more of a lead in terms of pace. Nonetheless, real-time lead is in SV's favor. My dude's just playing one-handed. Okay. Reminds me of some shenanigans Dog used to do all the time in matches, where he'll get like a drink of water with one hand. There's Tetris for SV. 442 to now 389. We are nearing the level 19 transition. Nice dirty Tetris over there from SV, and the perfect well transfer as well. SV sets up a delay burn. Tetris is scored first. Oh, that's beautiful. It's actually very clever. We'll be hitting the transition very shortly here. Scooty, 486. SV, 517. SV with the advantage. Once again, it seems leading into transition. And, oh, that's a beautiful setup with the double J over there from SV. Tetris has scored. One more remaining for both. And Scooty knocks his down. Transitions at 533. SV, on the other hand, it's going to transition at 543. 10,000 points is all that separates them. And Blue Scooty, separated by a couple of holes from being in Tetris ready in this position, in the midst of surviving. And same can almost be said for SV. Great plays over there from SV. Opens up the well, knocks down a Tetris, and Scooty that left side. Oh no, Scooty's gonna have a top out at 542. SV is good for game number 2. That being said, looks like we do have it ready from both of our players. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go. Game number 3. Can Scooty make a comeback, or is SV going to continue his reign of dominance? We're about to find out. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Start off game number 3. Already having to deal with some unfavorable pieces on SV's part. However, Scooty able to knock down 3 Tetrises, not having to take any burns yet. Had to take one for that spin though. SV, oh, actually, SV decided to take the triple there. I was totally anticipating SV to go for the dirty Tetris. That being said, a lot of burns being forced over here on Scooty's side, was getting up really high. And we're basically back to being neck and neck. Triple forced over there on Blue Scooty's part. 101 to now 103. Another Tetris scored from SV and Scooty. And another Tetris scored from SV. Was just built up to maintain Tetris readiness. And, ooh. Scooty, once again, some more issues here. T-spin hit over there for SV. $216 to now 189. SV running into some tougher pieces. And, oh, definitely burns are going to be forced here. Just like that, in an instant, Scooty is caught up. Of course, SV is slightly behind in lines. So there is definitely a bit of a difference in pace. But Scooty definitely going to put the pressure on SV. Scooty setting up a delayed burn. Eyepiece comes. Tetris is scored. Well is open. And another Tetris for both Scooty and SV. 339 to now 308. SV in the lead. He's been able to maintain the pace lead and majority of the time the real-time lead. $362 for SV. Make that 385. So far, both players are clean. But as of right now, things have been very calm. Definitely a turbulent level early part of 18. And some of that turbulence isn't completely gone. SV is in a safe position. Scooty, nice flat burn on the T. Scooty just waiting patiently. Great tuck right there. Both players were stacked up quite high. A couple Tetrises scored from both. This is Scooty's last chance to keep the match prolonged. We had an amazing game 1. Game 2, Scooty just ran into issues. And SV, once again, having the strength on 18. It's a bit set up over there from Scooty. 2 Tetrises remain for both players. Scooty in a little bit of dire straits. But a Tetris is found. Scooty transitions at 5:27. SV transitions at 6:03. What a powerful game here. Game number 3 wants to put things away, but is going to have to fight for it. SV Tetris ready as Scooty knocks down another Tetris, and SV follows up with one of his own. Another Tetris over there for SV goes up to 679. Scooty has passed the 600k mark and is Tetris ready. So is SV. There's a Tetris for Scooty and the Tetris for SV. 704 now for Scooty. Or not for Scooty, for SV. Scooty is Tetris ready though. Knocks down one Tetris. SV wasn't able to score off of that long bar, but is ready for the next one. Tetris over there for SV. 732 to now 681. Waiting patiently is SV. Both players waiting on this long bar, stacked up high. Triple is burned over there from SV. Double followed up by a Tetris over there for Scooty. But now it's going to have to deal with some issues. SV with a misdrop as well. Both players having to correct the stack to some degree. And SV going for a delay burn. It's going to resolve flawlessly. However, SV is double J dependent. Finds one J and looking for another. Is going to convert it into a flat L burn. And Scooty has closed the gap. Is only down by one Tetris. But SV is going to extend that gap. And Scooty closes it right back again. 808 to now 778. Level 24. Tetrises are worth 30,000 points apiece and beyond as players continue to progress. Another Tetris scored over there for SV. It looked like we almost had a tie game there. SV's going to set up a delay burn. Scooty on the other hand, Tetris ready, just waiting patiently. Tetris for Scooty. And Tetris for SV. Another Tetris for Scooty. 870 to 870. SV's going to burn a single, still maintaining a Tetris ready board. Waiting patiently on the next long bar. Going to have to go for a triple and knock down a Tetris. 910 to now 901. Back and forth we go. We're closing in on level 19 or level 29 transition. Still have 3 levels and of course the rest of level 25 to go. Both players having to endure a drought. And both players managed to do so flawlessly. Double Tetris to score from both. 976 to now 973. SV still holding on to the lead, but just barely. As Scooty is continuing to push SV. Really putting a ton of pressure on him here. 842 to now 842. Separated by 200 points. That's it. SV is going to take a skim single. Both players waiting on the long bar. Tetris is scored. You can't ask for a closer game as you're getting one right now. Both Tetrises. 813 or B13 to now B11. 6 lines remain for both players before level 29. Tetris score for SB. And a bunch of S's are going to complicate things for Scooty. Scooty's going to have to survive out of this. No Tetris is going to be... Oh, no. This is very dangerous. Scooty has 1 line to go. Scooty hits level 29. SV hits 29 as well. B57 and now B26. Another Tetris for Scooty goes into the lead at B62. SB answers back with one of his own. B98. 29 is here. Matter of fact, we're on level 30. Another Tetris over there for Scooty, if I'm not mistaken. As Scooty now having to deal with a long bar dependency right there in column 6. Finds the long bar. Tetris ready is SB. And SB knocks in a Tetris C76. Really putting the pressure on Scooty. Scooty trying to get the well open. Well is open, needs the long bar. Tetris to score for Scooty. D17 for SB. Meanwhile, Scooty is that C52. SV having to do some down stacking so Scooty can get clean. There's an opportunity to catch up. However, SV, that left side can be a little bit of a concern. Nice 5-tap hit on that long bar. And things are getting up higher and higher over here for SV, trying to find ways to survive. And SV can't do anything. He's going to top it at D29. Scooty, you need to get to D30. D30 is the score that's needed. And rapid misdrops. Scooty not getting pieces over to the left. Now going to have a down stacking endeavor. Oh my gosh, hits the tug, needs another eyepiece, needs something to help him survive. And Scooty is down stacking it. He's making it happen. He's making it work. Still 30,000 points. Actually, a little bit more than 30,000 points remain. And just like that, Scooty brings the stack down to the bottom. D30 is the score that Scooty needs to extend the game by at least, or extend the set by at least one more game. But another eyepiece hang over there in column 4. Things are still continuing to get complicated, but Scooty is doing his best to simplify. 6,000 points remain. 4,000, 3,000. This triple is going to do it, and Scooty takes game number 3, keeping things alive. And just in time, too, because we are getting close to that level 39 mark as well. And one more Tetris available. Ooh. Wait, what the heck? E51 from Scooty. Nice aggression there towards the end. But ladies and gentlemen, we had just unlocked game number 4. Great play from SV and Scooty. Of course, when both players are ready for game number 3, we can get that underway. All right, we do have it ready. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. We go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Scooty has kept the match alive. But that's just one game. One more is needed to force a decider, and 2 is needed to win this scrimmage. And to start things off, Scooty with one more burn than SV currently. And okay, interesting adjustment over there from SV. That LP is going to work out perfectly. Nice adjustment to accommodate the T-piece. And as things stand, this is a pretty calm 18. We haven't seen any of the kind of volatility that we've seen in the past game from Scooty. And SV has just been playing as strong as ever. Scooty really just vibing here. Burns forced over here from SV. So Scooty actually gonna be a little bit more efficient. And Scooty with a couple of misdrops, and so just when an opportunity arose for Scooty to have the advantage in efficiency, nice ice spin over there from SV. A couple of dead drops, or just misdrops in general, are going to kind of stop Scooty from having that advantage early on. Of course, the last time, if I'm not mistaken, that these two played on Gauntlet was whenever we did our special match where we played in front of Shiki and her audience, where Scooty came one single away from winning a game. And it's a really interesting board over here from Scooty. Definitely not the easiest to work with. Can go for row 3. Wow. Nice timing for the double O. Looking for an L or a J. Neither is found. And things are just getting more and more complicated for Scooty. Thank you so much for the raid, Fractal. You're just in time for a scrimmage. You're going to be seeing a lot more of these scrimmages throughout the rest of 2023. We'll be getting into the season for 2024. That being said, 294 for SV. 216 for Scooty. Saying it like how James Chen says it. Scooty. SV really going for this Tetris here. Nice. And oh, SB missing the JD spin. Did hit it once today. That might be an opportunity for Scooty to kind of close the gap a little. Oh, it looks like we are frozen over here on SV side. Give SV a quick refresh. Oh no. That is so unfortunate. We'll just have to wait and see if SV comes back. The last known score was 349 at 301. Unfortunate. Have to see. Yeah, it says SV is offline. And oh, looks like SV is back. Just in time. Sweet. 435 for SV, 320 for Scooty. But we are leading into the level 19 transition. Scooty has to win this game in order to extend the set by one more. Touches for SV is going to transition at 486. Scooty already going to transition in the 350s, but SV is in the middle of down stacking mode, so Scooty could utilize this opportunity, close the gap while SV is trying to go for this dirty Tetris. And oh wow, the eyepiece is not falling. It's not falling for either player. SV is now in dire straits, trying to survive. Holding up with the long bar just in time. Tetris over there for SV. Still going to survive and knocks down another dirty one. 544 to now 370. Scooty waiting for a long bar when the well is open. And there's his 397 here on level 20. SV at 550 on level 21. But now has to get the board under control. So if Scooty can utilize this opportunity to capitalize, there's one Tetris. Closing the gap down by 100,000 basically. SV almost back in the scoring position. Gonna get set up for, no, not getting the ideal pieces. Long bar dependency created. Tetris is scored for SV and Scooty. Looking for a piece help resolve that column 4-5. Looking for one more eyepiece. Not quite finding it. Gets an eyepiece later on. Still finding ways to burn out and navigate through. Both players are having to deal with various boards. SV missing the T-spin there. Or maybe it was intentional. You never know nowadays. That being said, the board is open for both. Scooty knocks down a Tetris, down by only 50,000 points before SV knocks down a Tetris of his own. Another Tetris over there for SV. Scooty knocks one down, 575 to now 657. Scooty has closed the gap and is looking to further do so. Getting great pieces. Another Tetris over there for Scooty, 605 to now 687, down by 80,000 points here. Another Tetris over here for Scooty. SV is set up for a Tetris, but forced to do some overhangs. Looking for ideal piece. T-Tuck is going to help. Set up for now the slightly dirty Tetris. Putting up at the long bar. And, oh, those pieces were not good at all. SV knocks down a Tetris, but is now going to have to deal with the consequences of going for this dirty Tetris. And Scooty not quite in a position to capitalize just yet. Does get the well open. Tetris is scored for both players, 796 to now 706. SV set up for another dirty Tetris. Scooty not in a position to score. And SV knocks down another Tetris, back up 200,000 point lead. We've seen it happen once before. In the game prior, actually. Scooty able to make the comeback on the post 29. Of course, that was relying on SV topping out in level 32. We're about to hit level 29 here. Triple is scored. SV not getting ideal pieces. Oh, those pieces are definitely not ideal. SV on the verge of topping out potentially. Needs an eyepiece. Eyepiece nowhere to be found. SV tops out at 848. Scooty has a chase down of 849. A Tetris and change will be enough. Actually, now a Tetris is all that's needed. But also has plenty of room to line out. And Scooty set up for the Tetris. Oh, wait, hold on. Things just got complicated really fast. SV waiting patiently. Scooty not out the woods. Could this be it? Scooty not able to get pieces over to the left, and the decision to go for the Tetris backfires, and SV takes game number 4. Meaning that SV is going to be your champion, or not your champion, but your winner for this this little scrimmage that we have between 2 players from the Grandmasters and 2 players from the Sparks and Minos. Definitely unfortunate situation over there for Scooty, but this doesn't affect these players' stats or the team stats. All it does is affect their elo. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's scrimmage. You guys, check out this promotion image. You cannot tell me that does look kind of fire. I'm pretty sure I said that it was for elo. I can double check. Yes. Even today I said, remember, not for stats or team record, just elo. Okay, yeah. Yeah, when I pinged everyone that was playing today, I was like, yeah. Remember, not for stats, just elo. But, yeah, dude. Photos look so freaking good. Anyways. That is going to do it for today's scrimmage. If you want to sign up for next week's scrimmage, whether we do it between teams or individual players, be stay tuned for announcement in regards to that. Also, keep your eye out for a giveaway. This is... oh man, I'm so excited. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you everyone for the follows. Thank you Fractal for the raid. I cannot find Twitch. I'm blind. But let's see. Who is streaming at the moment? No, I accidentally clicked on Wikipedia. If things go well and I could figure out how to get stuff to look properly, we'll be simulcasting to YouTube, Facebook. I don't think I can do Instagram. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Yeah, we're about to lean heavy into the simulcasting game. I'm telling you, we're making a push. Ooh. Oh, there's someone I haven't seen before. We're gonna raid a person. LinkedIn. Dude. I wish... Maybe one day. Raid Cosmic? So what is Cosmic doing? Yeah. We can send the raid over to Cosmic this time around. So yeah, we'll raid Cosmic. Anyways, I'm your favorite underwater host, Sharky. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the scrimmage. Plenty more matches to come. And I'll see you next week for some more Gauntlet scrimmages. Dude, I'm so freaking... Like, this looks like such a hard photo, dude. Like, the players wearing the matching jerseys. Oh, dude, that's something... That's wild. But, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'll see you all next time.